For over 70 years, if you needed a vehicle that would absolutely get you anywhere and bring you back safely, you chose a Toyota Land Cruiser. It's more than a machine. It's a legend, trusted in the most punishing corners of the globe. But how is a legend like this born? For decades, that story was centered on Toyota's famous Yoshiwara plant. Today, building a global icon is a global effort. While the master craftsmen at Yoshiwara and Tahara in Japan are still at the heart of production, the Land Cruiser's story also unfolds in specialized facilities in places like Turkey and Portugal. We're going inside the process to see how a complex puzzle of thousands of individual parts comes together to create the unstoppable new Land Cruiser. The pressing process. The journey from raw material to rugged icon begins with colossal rolls of steel. In the press shop, these steel sheets are fed into some of the largest presses in the auto industry. With a staggering 1,600 tons of force, these machines stamp flat metal into the familiar sculpted shapes of doors, roof panels, and side members in just seconds. But this is more than just brute force. It's a highly calculated science. Different types of steel are used with surgical precision. Tougher, more rigid steel creates a protective cage around the passenger cabin, while more flexible steel is used in other areas to crumple and absorb impact energy. This intelligent blend of materials is the first step in engineering the Land Cruiser's famous toughness directly into its DNA. The factories are automated to handle both massive production runs and small specialized batches with incredible efficiency. The welding process. From the press shop, the freshly stamped panels arrive at the body shop. This is where the Land Cruiser's soul begins to take shape. In a stunning ballet of robotic arms and master technicians, hundreds of robots perform thousands of spot welds with relentless, pinpoint accuracy. They fuse the floor, sides, and roof into a single immensely strong passenger cell. In the few areas where robots can't go, master welders step in to perform specialized welds by hand, ensuring every single seam is flawless. This is where the foundation of the Land Cruiser's legendary body-on-frame design comes together. The incredibly rigid body and the separate, robust ladder frame chassis are built in parallel, destined to be united later on the line. The paint shop. Once the body is fully welded, it glides into the paint shop. This isn't just about applying color. It's a critical, multi-stage process that gives the Land Cruiser its protective shield against the elements. The entire stage is meticulously controlled to defend against even microscopic dust and moisture. First, the body is submerged in a series of chemical baths that clean it, prime it, and provide the first layer of corrosion resistance. Next, robotic arms spray the color coats with hypnotic precision. To maximize efficiency and minimize waste, the system uses static electricity, ensuring that the vast majority of paint particles are drawn directly to the steel. Finally, a durable clear coat is applied, giving the Land Cruiser its deep luster and creating a tough outer shell ready to face decades of harsh sun, biting sand, and corrosive salt. The assembly line. This is where the magic happens. The now gleaming body is gently lowered onto its waiting chassis. In a moment, the factory workers call the marriage. It's a pivotal point where the vehicle's two core components, the immensely strong body and the rugged frame, are finally joined as one. From here, it's a constant journey down the assembly line. A swarm of skilled technicians begins the intricate task of installing thousands of components. The powerful engine and transmission are raised from below and bolted securely into the frame. Technicians meticulously install the complex nervous system of electrical wiring, the fuel and brake lines, the dashboard, and the plush headliner. To make this complicated dance easier, the doors are removed and assembled on a separate line before being perfectly realigned and reattached. Finally, the bumpers, lights, and wheels are fitted, and an icon is nearly complete. The final inspection. Before any Land Cruiser earns its badge, it must endure a final trial by fire. A gauntlet of merciless inspections ensures it meets Toyota's legendary standards. Under banks of specialized lights, inspectors scan every millimeter of the paint and bodywork, searching for the slightest flaw or imperfection in the panel gaps. Every single electrical component, from the headlights to the infotainment system, is powered up and tested. The vehicle is then blasted in a high-pressure water booth to guarantee it is completely sealed against leaks. Finally, its engine roars to life for the very first time. Inspectors listen intently, checking the performance of the engine, transmission, and brakes while looking for any sign of a fluid leak. Only after passing every single one of these thousands of checks is a Land Cruiser finally deemed worthy of the name. The Land Cruiser has an incredible history filled with iconic models, from the classic 40 and workhorse 70 series to the modern 300. Which generation is your absolute favorite? Let us know your pick in the comments below. And if you enjoyed seeing how this legend is built, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more. From a flat sheet of steel to a finished icon rolling off the line, the process is a beautiful harmony of cutting-edge automation and irreplaceable human craftsmanship. The vast majority of Land Cruisers built here are destined for export, sent to conquer the most demanding terrains on every continent. Each one that leaves the factory doesn't just carry a new coat of paint, it carries a 70-year legacy of quality, durability, and reliability, ready to begin the next great adventure.